All right, welcome back to LearnWire. I've got a really awesome product to showcase for you today. This is called Niche Finder, and this is a software tool that we're going to be able to go out there. It's an extremely simple software to use, and you're going to be able to go out and research different blogging niches that you can actually get some good statistics on. How many pages they have, how old the site is, all kinds of different stuff, the domain authority of the site, and if they're using any kind of like Mediavine, Azoic, AdThrive, what they're using to make money on the site. So it's a really simple tool, but it's really nice and clean, easy to use. And there's one other tool out there that I'm thinking about purchasing and also doing a review on. Now, they do carry more sites, but it's not as polished as this one. Also, I went with Niche Finder. I actually picked up a copy of this because the person behind this is Mike Pearson, right? So Mike Pearson, and he runs a blog called Stupid Simple SEO. He also has his own training program on how to build niche websites and rank them and so forth. So a pretty trustworthy guy to go and kind of any product he comes out with, it's going to be good. He's living in the space. He explains what he does here, how much money he's made, and he has his own class and program. I'm not sure if that you can get access to it right now or get in on that. He might have like a webinar you can watch or something like that. So super cool stuff. Definitely, somebody that I've seen and I've seen them on YouTube and so forth. So I like this person and the way they teach. So this is the sales page over here at Niche Finder. You can go and look at the pricing, and let's just go and look at the pricing real quick, just so you guys know how much this costs. So lifetime access is $129. Now, I believe that they were either running a special or they just increased the price, because I was able to pick this up, I believe, for 97 bucks, literally like 3 days ago. So I apologize that, I'm just getting this out to you guys, but I literally just picked this up a couple days ago, and I did notice that the price has changed. Not much, but it is $129 one time, and they're constantly updating their database. Right now they have, give or take, between 8 and 12,000 domains at any given time. It's updated daily. I've literally been inside fooling around with it and then seen the domains increase or decrease during using it. So you know that they are connected with API and their own algorithms, because it's getting updated. Their database is getting updated constantly. You can instantly discover the best blogging niches, filter domains on search traffic, domain authority, ad network, and indexed pages. All the things that you would need to know, and go out and see what other people are doing, building their sites, right? So this is a really cool tool. I recommend picking it up if you plan on building websites and really going to town on putting content on them, building them the right way. And then you can go out there and resell these and make this into a business. Okay. So $129, not bad. There is a link below. Go pick up that link. If I bring any value to you in this video, then I appreciate it. It is an affiliate link. It does help out the channel, LearnWire. So do me a solid and go pick it up through my link, only if I bring value to you. So let's get into the review. One more thing to know is that you get lifetime access. This is not a monthly paid membership. I know you guys love lifetime access to softwares, and this one's no exception. You get lifetime access, one-time payment, and you always get updated access to their growing domain database. And then also, I'm sure they'll add more features to the software as needed. Okay. So we kind of went over that, but let's dive in. That's probably what you're really most interested in. So once we're in over here on the dashboard, it's really easy. It's just like the easiest thing to look at when you're looking at it. And right now, this is actually kind of funny. 8888. We have 8,888 domains in the database right now. Plenty to do some research in some niches. So right off the bat, you can search by, like right here, if I say landscape, something like that. I'm even going to say that because landscaping or landscape. Now you can see that they have their own category in here, but when you click on it, nothing actually happens. I think that they need to do that. If they watch this review, that'd be cool. If you can somehow have a drop down over here at some point, and so people can go in and actually research these different niches that they are categorizing as gardening and landscaping. home and garden, and you could put the site in multiple niches, right? Just like they have right here, but it does tell you what they've categorized it as, but it's not clickable. I think that's the next thing coming. I think that's what they need to do, but it's really cool. This one is a new site according to this. We could go and check, and I've actually checked some of these stats with SEMrush and some other tools, and it doesn't add up. So they have their own way. I mean, this guy is a full-time SEO niche website blogger, so he has his own idea, probably his own way of gathering how much actual traffic websites are getting and so forth. So these are all estimates. You do want to kind of take them with a grain of salt, but they do give you a good idea. The site's, it's probably pretty close, right? But I've noticed they're not really using SimilarWeb. They're not using SEMrush to get like the index pages or anything like that. I believe the domain authority would probably come from Moz, because that's really pretty much the people that carry that metrics. But we could go over to a domain tool and just to see, because if this one is less than a year old, I don't know how they had 2,000 pages on there. So this one that might be inaccurate right there, but it just gives you an idea of what to look at, like, right? They have a 42 right here, and then they're getting a lot of traffic. But what's really cool is right here, it'll tell you we have 189 sites that we can look at in the landscaping market right here, all kinds of websites. Now, if you wanted to look at, let's narrow this down to domain authority. I only want to look at if they have a 30 or less. Now we've narrowed this down to 79 results. So this is how you begin diving in the beginning. So you could probably kind of mark off like, okay, I want to go after a major authority website. Then maybe you're not looking at the domain authority. Maybe you're looking at the most traffic or something like that. And you want to kind of mirror the website, right? But in most cases, especially if you're new, or if you just want to really get rankings right away within a year on a website, and then you could resell it, then you're going to probably want to be going for the lower domain authority or the lower traffic sites. And this is a great way that you can come through here and start looking at these 79 right here. But then I also want to look at traffic. I want them to have a minimum of 5,000 on in the traffic area. So, okay, so that's too low. So let's go ahead and go up. I don't really know if you have it on 5, let's see if we can go up to 6 right there. No. So you're really just going to want to type this in, but let's go up to 10,000. That gets us to 68 results. So that just tells us in the landscaping niche, just starting off, this looks like it's a pretty good market, because for a domain, you're going to have 68 results in here that have a domain authority of less than 30 in the landscaping market or niche, and they all are getting over 10,000 traffic, right? So that's really cool. Let's go up to 15 right here. So 15,000. So these sites are getting really, really good stuff. So at this point, I want to take this down to maybe a 25. And now we're talking about 27 results that we can go in and look. Now, what would you do? We could come through here and look at some of them that are only 2 years old and that maybe only have less than 300 indexed pages. And this one's getting 43,000 visits right here, and they are with AdThrive, right? So this would be a really cool one. So then what do you do with this information? Like I said, just kind of observe how easy it is to look at this. Super cool stuff. There's other sites that allow you to export this information and so forth. I think that Niche Finder, for a couple of different reasons, is not letting us do that. They want to safeguard the integrity of the site, not having people run these reports and then selling the reports and things like that. This is, very kind of membership access only. They want to keep this to people that only paid to get into this tool to do niche research, right? We can go and also sort this by lowest traffic, lowest DA, and highest DA. Now, if Mike Pearson's listening to this review, I would also tell him that it would be really cool if we could sort this by age of the domain, and if we could sort it by indexed pages. A lot of times I like to look for the lowest indexed amount of pages and the highest traffic, right? But we can go and just say, you could sort it by the highest traffic as well right here. And then you can start looking at, okay, so this one right here, you had me at gardening, only 158 indexed pages, and they're getting a ton of traffic, right? And they only have a domain authority of 24. So this is something that's really cool. If you want to look at something now all you have to do is just left click on this, and it's going to open up. This is new. This did not exist a couple of days ago. They are doing things to this site. I bought this tool literally a couple days ago, and I clicked on that, and all it did was it would open up the page. It would open up the website in a new page. Well, what is it doing right now? It's giving us a topical map of this. we can go in here and it's already dissecting this website. This is insane. So we have the website here. And if you wanted to build a site similar to this and have similar success, all we would have to do is come through here and use their topical map of this website. You have the site here, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 categories. You can talk all about plants, all about care, gardens, flowers, I don't know, sea guide, some type of guide or beginner guide, right? Just turn that into a beginner's guide area. Music, garden, types, grow, all kinds of good stuff. So this is new, this right here, and you can scroll the mouse and you can put it on the map as big or small as you want. But I think that's really cool. It gives this extra layer to the kind of map out, because this is one of the biggest problems with mapping out your site and what topics you want to categorize things in. Well, they're doing the job for you. I'm sure that they have an algorithm dealing with over 8,000 sites. They're probably doing some type of automation to do this, but I think it's still cool. If you're going to go and build this out, I would go and you can click on Go to Site. And now it's going to open up the site in a new tab. You had me at gardening. I always like to go into SimilarWeb right here and see what they're saying. And they're saying 53,000 views per month. I'm going to go back over to, let's see, I think we lost our place. We'll go back over to it in a minute. But when we look at that 53,000 page views, and you can see outdoor gardening, indoor gardening, fun stuff, plant, and so forth. So that's not really all the categories they have, right? Indoor garden ideas. I'm going to click on that and you're going to see, so, I'm not really sure where that kind of topical map came from, but it's pretty cool stuff, what they're coming up with. And that's new. So you can go and check out the website as well. Really professionally done website over there. I'm going to go back over here. And you can see right now we have 9 right in front of you, the same review. They've just loaded more websites because we were just at 8888. And now we're at 9,398 websites that are in the database right now. So that is proof that it's changing constantly. It's a live database. I like that. It's not some list that someone pulled or scraped and then they go off and tell you about it. And then things change literally overnight. Well, this is something that you're going to be looking at live. So I really, really like that. We kind of seem to have lost our place right here. So I'm going to go ahead and just, push backspace on a letter and then put the letter back. And then now we're looking at our 196 results over here again. Let's see, 25. It didn't take that right there. So I'm going to go ahead and just add back. What I do recommend is right clicking and opening in new tabs going forward. So I'm going to go like this. And we have all of our placeholders. Now, if you wanted to look at just Ezoic or Mediavine, something like that. So if we click on Ezoic, nothing shows up. But if we go over and Mediavine right here, then these are mostly Mediavine sites right here. You can also select by that as well. So we looked at You Had Me at Gardening. This site seems to be doing really, really well. So their algorithm saying search traffic is at 175,000. I could also go and check SEMrush on this site as well. So for fun, let's go do that. So one of the things that they do need to, like right here, I can't right click this, right? I want to open up this. I wanted to right click and kind of open it up. But a couple days ago, literally, they had a button right here. I think that they should put a button right next to this that just says go to site, because it's really cool to look at that topical authority map. I love that. But we should also have the option of just clicking the button right here. Because if I click this, it's going to open up that topical authority thing. And I don't want to do that, because then when I push the back button, I'm going to lose all my filters right here. Okay. So there's some little tiny things. I'm a little nitpicky because I review software, but those are just things that, as you're using the software, they can become kind of a pain. So they need to fix those, but I really like the layout of the website. Super easy. And it just gives such powerful information, because although yes, there's billions of websites on the web, finding out all this information and bundling it up into a nice little software for us to research is pretty darn cool, I must say. So, and I think this is one of the biggest things that people struggle with. What niche should I go into? How do I know it's going to be profitable? What roadmap can I follow? Well, this tells you in this space what you can typically look at, right? Now, I'm going to go ahead and just go click on this like I was going to a minute ago. I'm going to go open up a new tab. We're going to throw this in real quick. Actually, I want to go into SEMrush, and I'm going to go over to domain overview real fast. And I'm going to throw this in and just see what they're saying. So they're saying 66,000, SimilarWeb is 57,000, authority score 41 in SEMrush. So, if we're looking at the traffic, let's go back over here. Maybe it's not getting 175. I don't know, but maybe those tools, a lot of times people report that the traffic that SimilarWeb and Ahrefs and SEMrush gives you, you oftentimes is 2 or 3 times less than what the site's actually getting. So maybe Niche Finder is a step ahead and they already know that because he has so many websites. He already knows that what they're saying. They probably have a thing where they do like it looks like what 60 plus 60 is 120. They're almost tripling the traffic is what it's looking like. Okay. So you can take the traffic metric with a grain of salt, but long story short, pretty good stuff. So you could come through here, right? And look for something else. Like I want to stay at lower index pages, lower rating, something that's very like realistic for us, right? Like over here, we have Backyard Gadget. Look at a domain authority of 18, right? And only less than 200 pages. They're with Mediavine and it's saying 17,000 traffic right there. So again, we can click on this. It's going to open up a topical map for us. I'm going to scroll out so we can all look at it a little bit. And this is super cool. You have chainsaws, keep cut. So you're probably not going to take this exactly for what it's saying. It is saying the topical map, probably what shows up the most on their site, but you probably would want to make one for chainsaws right there. Chainsaw and chainsaw, you would probably combine the two of those, okay? But you probably you might want to make a how-to section on the site, right? So you could use this to begin that brainstorming, but don't just follow this the way it is. I would go to the site and see also what they're doing. I noticed that it looks like some of this could be clickable. Let me look. If we go to chainsaws and I left click, it opens up again. Look at this. They have kind of a brainstorming, or what do you call it? Like a topical map thing going on here, where we click on that and it's saying chainsaws, 10 surprising facts you didn't know, or chainsaws two-stroke, best chainsaw. So it gives you an idea of what types of questions are being asked with chainsaw. This is super, super cool. I want to click on that can button, and then you can look over here. This is something they just now launched. This was not here 2 days ago. This is really cool. Can a lawnmower spread? So these are some things that I guess what this is, a topical map, is that you probably want to write these sections and include them. And I don't know what you would call this right here. This silo, you probably don't want to call it can, but you want to do something with this, but they have all these different things you would want to build that topical relevance and topical authority. You would probably want to use that. So I just really think that that's super, super cool. Let's go back and just do one more over here. So we're going to erase landscape. I'm going to just erase everything from here. I'll just clear all. And then we're going to come over here. Obviously you can go like this and say money. Just for fun, we have 156 that have to do with anything with money right here. Okay. We can go over here and we can say party. We have 107 results that have to do with party right here. So it has every kind of keyword or niche. You could even go to Google and find different niches and then plug them in here to find some sites that are successful. If you want to come over here and say, I only want to look at sites that get, 100, 1, 2, 3. So 100,000, whoops, sorry. We need to take that out. We need to put it on the from. So we're looking at 3,700 sites that are getting at least 100,000 visits per month. And then you could do a couple things. Well, like right here, the lawn care review is only an authority of 16, but it does have a ton of pages. So then now what I want to do is I want to look and see, that's what I said, like right here, I want to look by index pages. I want that to be an option on the sort, would be really cool. But I'm going to go and look for something that might have, like right here, this catches my eye, under 400. Let's see if we can find one at under 300 or something like that. Like right here, On Your Journey, books and literature right here. Something cool that you can go and look at right here, because they only have 138 pages and they're getting over 200,000 visits per month. And this is how I would use the tool, guys. I'd come over here and look at something that is more realistic for me to be able to build a site over the next couple of years, 1 or 2 years. And, can I publish 300 pages? How many pages would I need per month? If I wanted to do this in a year, you would do 300 and you would divide that by 12 months. So you would need to do just 25 articles per month. And if you take 25 and you divide that by 20 business days, right, that you're working, you really could do this right here. If you did 1 or 2 articles a day for the next year, you'd be right here. Do you want 100,000 visitors to your site, your Dirt Bike Planet website? Pretty cool stuff. So I really like this tool. You can actually end up spending a lot of time using the software, but you could go ahead and start writing some of these sites down, going and doing more due diligence. They're adding more things to the software, but this could help you make that decision to take your AI writers to go and hire someone to write content for your site. Do both. Go and build out your site. And this is really going to help you at that beginning stages of what can I do? What site should I get into? And so forth, right? Super, super cool. Oh, there's Adam. Adam Onfroy is right there. He really went to town on his site. Almost 600 pages, domain authority of 49. And this dude is just murdering it when it comes to affiliate marketing with his website. Super cool stuff. I wouldn't recommend going and copying him because you're going to be wasting your time. He's pretty much dominating for anything that has to do with software reviews and things like that. It's going to be really hard to pull it off. So I wouldn't recommend starting. I mean, he has a full class and everything, and he knows his stuff, but he's built something that is going to be really hard to pull off to compete with. And believe me, I'm actually in the space. I believe I have my website. It's even older than his. Granted, I wasn't doing the work that he was doing on his, but I'm in the same space right here, make money online and software type stuff, affiliate. And it's really hard to make any movements in this space right here. So, but really, really cool stuff, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you guys want to go pick up Niche Finder, it's $129 right over here. You're just going to click the link below, go to this page right over here, and you can get started. Their pricing right over here. $129 one time, and that's it. And you're going to be able to have this amazing research tool. Then you can take a site and fully go and dissect it, put it into your SEO tool, SEMrush, Ahrefs, or something like that. And you can get all their keywords and you can go start writing content. Don't copy the sites, do your own thing, but then, because that's the only way you're going to get approved for Azoic and Mediavine and AdThrive is you have to have 100% unique content. And you can't just be copying other people's content. Even if you're rewriting other people's content, it can be risky to get approved for those sites. So just want to put that little quick tip out there. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, hit that like button. Remember to go pick this up with the link below. I'll see you in the next video.